Hi there, it's John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome back to the program. This is the video show where I like to share tips, tools, ideas in commercial real estate brokerage with all of my friends around the world. So welcome. And if this is your first time at the channel, make sure you subscribe whilst you're here. Now, in this particular topic, I want to cover off on the aspect of converting a sale or a listing and doing it now. In other words, not procrastinating, not putting something off, focusing on getting the result whilst you are there with the client at that time. In this market, that is a good thing. In other words, developing a mindset that you can drill down into and encourage the client to sign the listing appointment now or sign the contract now, get the deal done. That's what it's all about. And we are the people to help the client see the best advantages of timing. So you check out the program, of course, and I'll catch you at the other end. In commercial real estate, you would understand the focus on getting the deal across the line or getting the sale or getting the listing. The phrase, make this sale or make this listing now, is just so important. Because the motivation of the client is there when you're meeting them for the first time, and you don't want to lose the opportunity of that motivation. So in commercial real estate, you would have heard of the saying, get this listing now. I remember the first time that I heard it, and I thought, well, it's a bit unusual, but I get the idea. In questioning the idea, someone suggested that I should mentally and clearly declare my listing or meeting intention to myself. And that is before making a phone call or creating a live in-person meeting with the prospect or client. Now that sounds a good idea, doesn't it? It says that I'm aligning my thoughts to that client with their situation, with their property, and with what they have to do. And in most circumstances, I'm always aware that there's competing agents all chasing the same client for that listing. So what is the motivation of that client? What will make them decide on a particular agent? That's something to think about, and I have to be my best when it comes to getting that particular listing, to make sure my recommendations, my ideas, my information, my campaign timelines are all specific, direct, and well-crafted. So that comment, get this listing now, does make sense to me. Of course, I probably should have thought of it before, but now today I know the importance of timing. So you can try that concept every time you make a phone call, when you're reaching out to a new person for a meeting or a listing or a cold call opportunity. So when I made calls, for example, I used the same idea. I commanded myself to do my very best in the call, to help my prospects find clear reasons to list with me. I had to prove that my prospect client could get tremendous value from doing business with me and using my unique property services and ideas as an agent. In other words, I had to stand out across the phone, because I would probably never talk to that person again unless they let me do that, let me have another opportunity of connecting with them. So the person on the other end of the phone was blown away with my positivity, my ideas, my recommendations. I go back to the comment and the thought that I have decided to use get this listing now idea in my mind as I made the call to that person. I had exceptional comments and ideas prepared that I could use as the discussion advanced. I was prepared for the call. I was prepared for the variations of questions that they could have thrown at me. I was ready for the comments and concerns the other person might have. So what happened there? Preparation took my business forward faster than anything else. It was a mindset thing. I wasn't just making calls to talk to a person about their property. I was making calls to specifically go deeper in that conversation with that person about their property. There is a big difference between making a call and making a deep, direct, and specific call. When you adopt that idea in commercial real estate, you get a lot more results with what you're doing. Be it in meetings or on the telephone, you get a lot more results. So what happened here? It was a long time ago, but I went from having a difficult time making appointments on the phone to closing the majority of my call leads and meetings to get more high-value clients, opportunities, transactions, and assignments. Isn't that a good idea? You can do the same thing, of course. Think about shaping your mindset as part of the connections you are making in meetings and across the telephone. Preparation, mindset, motivation, consistency, and persistence. There you go. There's some good words there, and everything applies to getting somewhere in commercial real estate as an agent. Enjoy the momentum. And so that was the program for today. Some things to think about there when it comes to the timing of what you're doing. And of course, chasing the deal, the transaction, the listing, whatever it is, whilst you are there, right there and then. In other words, not putting something off and not letting the client put something off. It is a mindset. It is a deliberate negotiation ploy. It's there for you to think about and structure in the way in which you engage with people, third parties, perhaps buyers or tenants, or the client. In other words, do the deal, do the listing, get it done and move on so that things can progress. So thanks for listening to the program. Of course, visit our website at commercial-realestate-training.com and I'll see you there with ideas about this particular program and others for commercial real estate brokerage around the world. Catch you soon.